Yeah, again. Today I'm going to tell you about the impact of climate change in Myanmar. So first, a little bit about the geography. Myanmar is situated in the Southeast Asian peninsula. It's neighbored with Thailand, Laos, China, India, and Bangladesh. And since we are close to the equator, we enjoy the tropical climate. And there are three main seasons in Myanmar. The cold or dry season is from November to February, and then it's the hot season from March to June, and then the raining season from July to October. So in Mandalay, for example, we have the highest average temperature in summer around 38 degrees, and then in winter the lowest possible is about 7. So we don't have snow here. Yeah. And also we have longer days in summer and shorter days in winter, but it's not the same as in Poland, for example. The difference is not that big. So we don't have the daylight saving hours like in Poland. And then Myanmar is very, very rich in nature resources. We have intact forests and a wide variety of animals and plants, very rich biodiversity. And then also we have a lot of mineral mines such as gold, silver, copper, and gems such as rubies, sapphire, jade, etc., and a lot of inland and offshore oil and natural gas. And these resources are somehow preserved, I think, partially because of the previous political and economic isolations during the last few decades, but they are also now currently under threat because of man-made damage to the environment, such as from unregulated and then large-scale minings, illegal poaching, deforestation, and then illegal timber harvesting, etc. So these impacts are also affecting Myanmar's environment. Sometimes they are so bad that it can be I call them like the man-made disasters. We'll talk about it later. And now, what the point of this video is about the climate change and how it impacts in Myanmar. Myanmar is the Asian Pacific region, the worst country to suffer from the effects of global climate change. And for example, we are now experiencing very extreme heat in summer, very dry summer, and then also the change in rain patterns. So sometimes we have a lot of rain, sometimes it's very, very hot. So it's not as regular as previous years. And some vivid examples are for example, the cyclone Nagis in 2008, which killed more than 100,000 people in the coastal areas. And then also earlier this year, since July to September 2015, we have such strong, very abnormally heavy monsoon rain, which caused very, very bad flooding and landslides in many parts of the country, and many people became homeless and displaced. And Myanmar is very vulnerable to natural disasters due to several reasons, and one of them is lacking basic infrastructures, such as in transportation or in communication. This is one reason. And then also our country is quite poor. Poverty is another reason. And then one of the reasons is what I just tell you about is the man-made disaster, because of the man-made environmental damage, which sometimes doubles or even triples the effect of natural disasters. It's really bad. And the consequences of climate change, it threatens the daily lives of Myanmar people in many aspects. Like, for example, when there's bad storms, because Myanmar is a largely agricultural country, so when there's flooding or storms, people lost their crops, and also it causes a lot of harm to people's health as well. It's affecting all aspects of people's lives. So now we need long-term plans to reduce the effect of climate change, and also they need to be like reinforced, implemented, and actions to protect the environment from being damaged also needs to be taken. And with many examples of other countries before us, we hope we are not too late. Thank you very much for watching.